Fantasy Sports, Chris Doleman, Hall of Fame inductee. Listen, last season, of course.
Right.
How did you get into fantasy football?
I got involved in fantasy football last couple of years. Lou Mayon and the guys at Roto Expert, Sports Grid, Dan Abrams, they've been doing this stuff a long time, and they just started educating me. And actually, fantasy sports is one of those things where you don't have to pull for a team; you're pulling for players. So you're pulling all across the board, and it's just a wonderful way to get people involved in the game that don't have time to sit down and watch a full football game.
Who are some of the guys that you are touting this year? Who are your sleepers, guys
that
you're high on?
I like Calvin Johnson, and he was my first round pick. We have, who else we got on there? I think our quarterback was Drew Brees, like Jimmy Graham. We have him. A lot of guys that are playmakers, and just a situation where I feel that we're going to have a good year this year.
All right, and last question, I know you got to get going. What is some of your draft day advice for some of the guys out there? Staying cool under pressure, what are you looking for?
If I had to give some advice, I think we took Drew Brees in I want to say maybe 12th or 13th round. You don't have to get a quarterback right away. It's always good to get your tight ends, your wide receivers, then your running backs, and go ahead and fill in with your quarterback.
I was lucky enough to share the weekend with you when you were inducted, and I asked you one of those fantasy questions. A couple guys laughed at me.
Right.
You're one of the cool guys that took me in and talked a little bit, so appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Have a good weekend.
All right.